Starts now.
Okay, it's starting now.
Yes, so
Okay.
I'm going to be off stage. You can reach out to me. You can use the private chat to reach out to me if you need to ask question.
Where is the private chat?
It's by the side.
Where you have the three dots?
Yes.
Okay, so I can access that when I'm live.
Yes, you can access it when you're live.
Okay, so I just go to comment.
No, no, not comment, not comment. Private chat. Comment is different from private chat. Comment is
I
for
didn't.
general audience.
Can I see
But
their comment? No.
no, you can't because we're using
Okay.
YouTube.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but if there is
So
a
how?
comment I need you to see, I'll share with you in the private chat.
So I can't see the private chat option. Is it the box that is beside the video?
Okay, yeah, are you using your phone?
Yes, I'm using my phone.
Okay, must be that I'm on the system, so it's a different interface.
Okay, let me see. Did you see that?
I'm checking. I'm coming. صدق الله العظيم. Okay. So the icon that has chat. This
I sent salam now. Did you see it? Okay, you're
yes,
showing me something. Let me see. Did you see the
yes,
salam?
yes, I did.
Okay, so that's what I'm supposed to use.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay,
No. I'll be backstage.
okay. So
You can just start the session.
okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this. It's a pleasure to be here. Jazakallah khairan to the MST tribe for putting this amazing program together. May Almighty Allah reward the team and make it weigh heavily on their good skill on the day of reckoning. I'm super happy and excited to be here. Please let me know if you can hear me. I would like to know if you can hear me in the chat box so that I know you're following. It's supposed to be a conversation. It's supposed to be interactive. In as much as I want to share, I'll also look forward to learning as well. Um, so thank you so much, MST Tribe. I don't know, can anyone hear me? Okay, clearly. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so hmm, life of a woman, right? Today I'm having to juggle, yeah, juggle multiple roles, juggle my role as a mother, juggle my role as a business owner. I'm at my children's school now. They have an event today, but I have to do this again. It's for the sake of Allah, it's for the Ummah. May Almighty Allah accept it and make it a mutually beneficial one for all. I mean, yeah, so what they've asked me to do is discuss the hidden face of food security in Nigeria. Hidden face of food security in Nigeria. We can't talk about food security without understanding what food security is. In as much as we can all Google what food security is, I'll just give you a hint of what, give you an idea of what food security is. It's a condition where individuals lack reliable access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food for an happy, healthy life. It's a condition, all those grammars. It's supposed to be a condition where there is lack of access to sufficient, safe, and healthy food. And this can be as a result of so many things. It could be as a result of access, infrastructure, economic condition where people are not able to afford to buy food, access in terms of so aside the economic, people may not so infrastructure, bad roads, poor road conditions that will not allow food to get to where people need it. Some people are not even able to afford it. The industry is such a very large one. It's about $85 billion industry. That's the agri industry. So when we talk about food security, sometimes we have wastages. Sometimes we have people can't. I mean, people can't afford to get to it. It can be because of poor weather condition. It can be as a result of inequality, health status, discrimination, so many factors. So let's take one of the factors. We're talking about access. So lack of access to good food is one of the reasons why we have food security insecurity issues. And what role can you and I play in making sure that people have access to good food? So that takes us back to why Mudre Foods started. So one of the problems we're trying to solve at Mudre Foods is to solve the access problem. We want to make sure that we make quality food accessible to individual households and corporates for their consumption or as gifts. That's one of the reasons why we started. So let's go back to a small gist about Mojure Food. So back then in 2017-ish, 2017, I was still working. Um, I still had my, say 9 to 5 or 8 to 6 a day job. And then I realized that a lot of people here in the urban area, in the city, there's always issue with having quality access to food. So most people, when they need to eat good food, they have to go back to their grandma, they have to travel, they have to rely on somebody from the village to get them good food. Lagos is filled with adulterated food most of the time. And then I realized that anytime I have to give my colleagues or my friends, anytime they call me contact and they're like, can I have Gary and they taste our Gary? I'm an Ijebu girl, by the way. The way they taste our Gary, they'll be like, no, this is different. It's different from what they are used to. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm used to. And then you talk about Ofada rice. I'm married to an Eba man. And the Ofada for my colleagues then. So people eat Ofada rice for the health benefit. It's not polished. That's our pioneer product. So the Ofada rice, anytime grandma gives us Ofada rice and I take to work then, they are my colleagues are like, no, this is different. They've been looking for it. Where can they find Ofada rice? How can they find Ofada? Like, okay, I can help you get. So sometimes I share from what grandma gives. I'm like, no, they want to buy it. They need this for their elderly ones. They need it for themselves. So that's how we started. Grandma helped us run. And my mother-in-law is the best. Like she's also done food business. She's familiar with it. She understands the quality. And one of the things we also wanted to do then is ensuring that we don't compromise quality. So we wanted to give access and then we wanted to give safe food. So we get it, process. And one of the issues people had then was with stone in the rice, and then they didn't have. So people will put rice in leaves and say it's Ofada rice, but the original Ofada was an issue. So we will get it for them, process, package, and then we needed for it to also be in a presentable way. So you know how people just get buy food, Thai food, and give it so it can give way on the way. Sometimes it spills, all those issues, and that's part of what we wanted to solve. So we started with the father rice, and then the acceptance. We started supplying stores. people, my colleagues, my friend. Again, they say you start with family, friends, and the phone. So my family was very supportive. They will buy my sisters, my sister-in-laws. They will buy my friends. They take to their colleagues, and the acceptance was great. So we started the stores. We started supplying some stores like that, and then we had a store that wanted us to. She was the owner of the store, was happy with the quality, and then wanted to open a village market. Like, oh, can we just supply all the products? Again, let's take it back to our why. It's not just to do, like you have to also make sure that whatever you are doing is solving a need. You understand why you are doing what you are doing. You don't just oh, not because everybody is doing this, everybody is selling food or everybody's eating food. What problem do you want to solve in the food space? What gap do you want to fill? What value do you want to bring? And then, as Muslims as well, we need to also make sure that we are representing Islam well. We make sure that we try our best to do what is right. That's what Allah enjoins us to do. Make sure that we do what is right. So, whatever you promise, make sure you deliver. Let people know you for something good, something good. Don't be one of the reasons why people will badmouth Islam. So we try our best to make sure that, I mean, one of the things then for us is anytime we have an encounter with any customer, any stakeholder, it has to be a good impression. So you may not hear so much about Modere Foods, but the people that know us know that no, when it comes to our product, its excellence, its quality, people will come back. So we did that for the woman, and then that's how we added other products, Gary, beans. For the beans too, it was we realized at a point, so about 8, 10 years ago, you would also agree with me that a lot of customers, a lot of people were moving up the social strata. So you had a lot of middle class, we had growing middle class. People changed the way they were shopping, people changed the way they were buying, people changed the way they were consuming. So instead of going to your regular Idioro, Ojuwoye, Mile 12, Daleko market in Lagos, to buy food. People wanted to go to ShopRite and get their food. People wanted to go to games and get their food then. Now you have Blanco, Just Right, Jendol, those stores. They've really grown. So one of the things they also try to do is make sure that they open stores, superstores. That is a one-stop shop for consumers to be able to shop. So as you're buying your groceries, you're also picking your food products. And it was interesting to see at that time that the shelves were filled with imported products. So a lot of not like now that you have a lot of options for made in Nigeria. I remember then going to a store and seeing Gary from India, and I'm like, why would we have Gary from India when we have a lot here? So we also try to fill the gap, and that's part of what we did in terms of access, making sure that we make quality food products accessible beyond our immediate reach. I mean, the superstores allows us to be able to reach a wider audience. Um, People can go to the store, buy their products, and then they also are happy with what they are buying. So how did we do that? We made sure that the packaging was safe. Again, we're talking about safety of food. The food was well processed in an hygienic, safe way. The food. So again, people had impression about oh, you know how they will say, oh, package is just packaging. No, it's not just packaging for us. The packaging is tight, the taste is good, the experience is wonderful. So we had an impression, there's an experience we wanted you to encounter when you shop from us. So with the stores, that's how we grew. We went ahead to process our NAFDAC back then. Again, we always, so one of the things I'm going to also say, I mean, I don't have access to the chat box. If you're watching this as a replay, you can always reach out for questions. If you have any question, let me know. If you are in the food space already, try as much as possible to find yourself in communities I mean, MST is doing a wonderful one with the Egret linear, Egret learning hub. I think I got that right. Yeah, make sure that you seek for knowledge. Make sure that you have a community. There's a lot to benefit. Make sure that you develop yourself. Yeah, develop yourself very well. Make sure that you make Islam proud. Make the Ummah proud.
Sorry, Assalamualaikum Tabakatu. Our speaker is having network glitch, and I'm sure that you're enjoying the conversation because it's very familiar. He talked about how we enjoy going to shop in markets. I still personally do, but I am getting to that stage of my life where I don't care for for where it's coming from as long as it's quality. And I know for a fact that Modern Foods offer quality Gari Jebu. Like the taste, the difference is in the taste. Every time that we have to have a Modern Gari in the house, we know that for that time you have dry crunchy Gary to yourself and you're sure of the quality and safety. So she was moving into the likes of, yeah, she's out of Scream House fragrance. She's struggling as our screen suddenly went blank. So we asked her to exit the link, then the chat, then join again. Assalamu alaikum.
Shalom. Can you hear? Walaikum
Yes,
salam. I don't know
we
what
can hear
happened.
you.
It just disappeared.
Did you minimize your video at any point?
No. When you say minimize video, what does that mean?
I mean that did you minimize the screen?
No, 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 no.
It must be
I
the
was just like,
network
okay,
or just an on for English. So you can go
okay.
ahead. You're not your camera is not turned on though. Okay.
Is it on?
Yes.
Okay. Um, Apologies. There was a glitch with the network. Hope you can hear me now. Um, Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if it's clear enough. The discussion is about the hidden faces of food security. We're discussing how Modure Foods as a business in the agric space is positioned to solve food insecurity problem. So one of the problems that I said we're trying to solve is access problem. We noticed that there was an issue getting quality food, good food in Lagos, and a lot of food products as the population kept growing. There was a problem with adulteration. There's always a complaint. If you buy beans, it's mixed. If you buy gari, it's not the original crispy, um, tasty that you could chew. So we just needed consumers not miss home, so that you are in Lagos does not mean you shouldn't have access to your quality. And it's not something that you have to always rely on grandma at the village to send for you. That's one of the problems we're trying to solve. So as a Muslima, where I'm also using this to remind you that you can also try and solve this problem from the comfort of your home. How? Make sure that you are reducing wastage, right? Try as much as possible, no matter how little or much, don't waste food. Also, you can, I mean, so they say charity begins at home, right? What you have, make sure you don't waste. How you buy, sometimes you can try to buy in bulk to save some money. You can freeze if you have access to power or dry. So for us, I was talking about how we started with the stores. So we're supplying stores, making sure that people that go to their supermarkets to shop, because one of the gaps that we saw then was a lot of consumers were changing how they shop. So they wanted to go to stores and then just pick everything together. So you want to buy everything, 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 and then you wanted to just drive. You don't need to worry about alabaru. You don't need to worry about parking. Like, so those stores were they provided those infrastructure. So we did that, and then we talked about so like that. That's how we kept growing. From stores, we started working with organization. We had so for peak periods where people end of the year, Ramadan, a lot of people do charity. So, as a food business, you can also try and create a niche for yourself by looking for how you are. You can fill the gap. So it's not just about doing the business. Make sure that you look for how to fill a gap. There's a need that you've identified. Identify a need, fill that gap. Look for what you can do. For us, a lot of people during Ramadan likes to do charity. They are looking for somebody or a business, an individual business to trust, that with value, with quality. And then part of what we identified then was that gap where people wanted to reach out, but they didn't want to go buy rice, buy gari, buy oil, and then having to put together or give them. So one of the solutions we also provide at Modere Food is making sure that we have food gifts put together in a presentable and appealing way that makes charity very easy for people. So all you need to do is just let us know that, oh, this is how much I want to spend, as little as maybe 5,000 naira. You can have rice, gari, oil put together. And those things, they are always available. It's just for you to put on your thinking cap and then try and look for, oh, okay, let me put this. How much is your budget? You have to be flexible as a business owner. You have to be honest. You have to be truthful. One of the things that people know us for is that we don't, I mean, we don't cheat. I proudly say it. We don't cheat, we don't compromise. We make sure that we deliver more than what you have, more than the promise. And we are very big on feedback. We are very big on the experience of our customers to make sure that we follow through. So, as a business, whether you are an existing business, whether you want to go into a business, make sure that you ask yourself, what is it that you want to do? What's the gap that you have identified? What's the problem that you are trying to solve? How do you solve this problem? How do you make life easy for your customers? For us, we have customers that have been with us for 5 years. We have customers that have been with us for 6 years, 7 years, and then they are coming back. So also one of the things I want to tell you today is try as much as possible to not be too worried about the first time customer. Right? It's good to have a first time purchase. It's good to have a first, but what keeps you in business is the repeat purchase, the loyalty, the repeat business. That's what you should be concerned about. Like, though, oh, so yes, when you have the opportunity to make a first sale, good, but be more concerned about the repeat sale, the experience. So sometimes some of us are very quick to give excuses for the first experience. So if something goes wrong the first time, oh, it's not my fault. Oh, it's the rider. Oh, it's this. Oh, something happened. And then you lose the customer. So if you lose A, B, C, D, how do you want to grow as a business? So all those are what you can do to make sure that you add value, you make the UMA proud. For us at Modre Foods, like I said, we try to ensure that the customers are happy all the time. We make sure that we deliver value. I've said that we put together gifts. So during Ramadan, you can also do the same. So that's we do food gifts. In terms of your processing, make sure that you have a structure and a system that communicates what you stand for. So where are you going with this food business? What do you want to do? You've heard about food insecurity. Islam also promotes that we shouldn't waste. Islam encourages charity. People around you want to give out food, even from the comfort of your home. You can put a message together. Oh, I'm able to help you. What are you good at? Are you good at shopping? Are you good? Do you understand the market? Do you understand quality? Do you want to go and learn it? How do you want to learn it? Have you seen people? Agric Media has several programs where before you one of the things I was before you say you want to go into any business, try and understand who you are as a person, who you are, your temperament, what you enjoy doing. That's also going to impact on your business. So if you want to, I mean, how you can help us reduce hunger, try as much as possible to study the food. We said it's a very big industry. What can you do if the value chain is also very big, like it's a big space. Value chain is the process that the process that, how do I explain? I want to make it as simple as possible. From like farm to table, let me put it that way. So from the seed to the food, let's put it that way. So let's assume Gary now, from cassava to eba. That entire process is called the value chain. So when you say maybe you are from Ijebu like me, for example. Oh, they have a lot of gari in Ijebu. There's a lot of cassava. It's one of the biggest states that produces cassava. So you go, okay, what do I do? Do I have access to farmers? You go meet the farmers. Do I want to farm cassava? Do I want to do the seeds, what they used to farm? Do I want to process cassava into starch, into gari, into fufu, into lafu, like that? So even cassava, there are multiple, into chips, into animal feeds. There are many products that you can turn cassava into. How do you want to play in this industry? Oh no, I don't have the energy for that level. Okay, I'll take cassava. Can you hear me? I'll take cassava. Can you hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me. Okay, thank you. All right, so you take cassava to do gari. If you want to take cassava to do gari, what do you need to do? If it's beans, you want to turn to flour product, you want to turn it to, or you want to cook it. So that's another thing. You can also want to solve hunger problem by cooking. So even with your cooking, you can focus on maybe people that want to give food as charity. There are people that do regular donations. Yeah, so you can come in and add value in that area. You can say, oh no, I don't want to process, I don't want to cook, I just want to sell like retail. You can retail. You can also you can go into distribution of food and buy from producers or manufacturer and then just sell to retailers. But however you want to play in the value chain, make sure that you are driven by value. That's what will keep you in business. You are driven by good value. Don't you always, I mean, money will come. Some of us is the money, like, oh, I want the money. And once you are not seeing money at the beginning, you are discouraged. No, don't be discouraged. At the early years, I remember living, living when I was leaving my job, everybody, my parents, my husband was like, are you sure? Are you really sure? Like, how do you, people were like, you want to leave your job to go and be selling food products? People did not understand. It was difficult to understand that you can actually create value from this space. And over time, it has also showed with how we've grown that this is possible. So I remember in 2019, the first time we were at GT Food and Drink, and then we also let's talk about the experience. We had a senior executive from one of the financial institutions that came and then bought samples of our product. So he was just asking, is it good? Are you sure about the quality? Blah blah blah. We said we're sure, like you can. And for me, then when we started, because I was so sure, I didn't mind giving you the first purchase for free because I know you will come back and then we can always make our money. It's a choice. I mean, you can make it a principle, you can make it a strategy. And then he just bought a few, like maybe a sample of each of our products. And then he he left. I didn't, it was when we were posting pictures of the event that we were like, ah no, that's the Oga X. Like, oh, they mentioned we didn't even know. So we're just going about our business. And then the following week, I think the few days after, we had someone call and then gave us she made an order because they had tried, oh, she gave the testimonial that, oh, they really enjoyed it. They would like to buy. I remember the first time we got that order, I think it was almost ₦1 million of the order they gave because I think it was close to Ramadan and they wanted to share the food products. And that was barely me just transitioning into full entrepreneurship. So even me, they're like, oh, really? Is this how? Okay. So we'll just do. For me, it's not so much about the money, it's the value, it's the fact that, oh, this is going to work, this is working. And then it was a bit stretchy, but we went ahead to do it. We were it was stressful. We had to because again at that time it was just maybe me, my did I have any staff? No, it was just myself. Alhamdulillah for the gift of a supportive spouse and family. We just rallied around. And then we had it. We were able to deliver. So one of the things I would also tell you is surround your pray. I mean, you have to pray for guidance, pray that you are surrounded with good people, and also be good to people. So take people seriously. So at any point, wherever you choose to focus and do your business in the agri space, make sure that you are honest, make sure that you are sincere, make sure that you don't owe people. So the fact that people give you their money does not justify why you should give excuses. Try as much as possible to do your best to give people a good experience. It will always come out. People will speak for you. People have, I mean, a lot of our customers I haven't met, I don't even know them. And then people trust us with significant amount of money. and they know that we won't deliver. Sometimes when we have projects to do, I mean it's me. Like I'm the kind of person that I'll tell you, please maybe hold your money, let me finish working. When you give me the money, it's almost like I can't sleep. Oh, how am I going to do it until I get the job done? So don't be quick to spend the money and then now be looking for excuses or how to make it up. If you owe people, make sure you pay. Build good relationships. Try and invest in relationships. There are various stakeholders, your suppliers, your bank, your staff. I mean, your staff, they are very key into the process, like your business. Into the security process, you have to also educate them, you have to enlighten them, you have to carry them along on the why. Even if it's just one staff, it's not just, oh, come, don't make it just be about them coming and then get the job done and go. No, invest in them, be interested in their life, interested in their progress. For us, I mean, you can also support them. So how do you do food? So sometimes you can try to feed, maybe if you can afford it, provide food, feeding. You can provide them with maybe make if you can afford your salary, I mean salaries, good salary, if you can't pay well, support with food. So for us, one of the things we try to do for our staff is to make sure that we support them with food. So that it makes it the burden is also less, right? We also try to people around us, their support staff, domestic staff. So try as much as possible. You can reduce wastage by showing that you care to that cadre of people. You can also help people. Like, so there are a lot of people that are looking for businesses to also help fill this gap in terms of charity. We have Islamic organizations that are structured that also maybe invest in, so the zakat, the sadaqah, they put it together and then they get it to the less privileged. So as Muslimas, we can position ourselves in such a way that we are available at these key points, contact points, touch points, to be available to fill this gap. Because sometimes it can be difficult getting these gaps filled. They don't even know they are looking for, they want to they have to now go to the market, the stress, the value. So let's position ourselves to be available to fill these gaps, to make sure that we solve food security, insecurity problem together. Sometimes we can have, okay, so I talked about so we're talking about the value chain. So if you're not doing the value chain, you can do retailers, you can do primary. Please let me know if you can hear me. Right. You can do, there was a slight glitch in the network. So I want to be sure I'm still audible. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, thank you. So okay, so the network is there doing so yeah um so let's try, I mean, whatever we can do to make sure that the UMA progresses. Let's try and contribute our own little or and plenty quota. I mean, by doing your business and doing it well, you're solving employment. I mean, you're reducing unemployment, you are creating jobs, you're putting food on the faces of family, you're also improving yourself. Make sure you also, I mean, improving yourself, you're improving the nation, you're contributing to the GDP. I mean, there's a lot of benefits. So beyond just us, I mean, beyond you as an individual, there's a lot of benefits that goes into it. You can also try. So one of the things you also do is when you're let's also try to give back, right? In businesses, in food security, those farmers too, sometimes they are, I mean, for us, they are always, I mean, there's the relief that comes with that, knowing that your product will be sold. So anytime there's an order, right? They're like, oh, thank you. So you've paid, you're not again. Okay, so I was talking before the glitch, I was talking about trying not to owe. So even if you have an advantage, you have the opportunity to help them sell buy their product. So you have people you are off taking. For us now, we have farmers that we are off taking their product. We have processors that we are off taking their product. When we do, sometimes we have to buy more, right? Buy a lot, and then we have to, sometimes we pay everything at once, sometimes we don't. And if we don't, if we have agreed on a particular time for payment, we keep to terms. They know, such that anytime I put a call through to say this is what I need, it's not a question of doubt. They don't doubt that, oh, maybe the Alaja will not pay. No, I mean, they know that I will pay. So if I say I'm going to pay, I will pay. If I'm not going to pay, I'll give a reason why I'm not able to pay. So let's just try and be very sincere. Let's do our business with a lot of transparency, with good intention, and pray that Allah continues to put barakah in all that we do. I hope that you have been able to benefit from this short conversation. You can always reach us on at Modre Foods. You can reach out to us on Instagram, on Facebook, on WhatsApp. You can reach us on 0802 391 6767 or 0704 985 7685. So any of them, you can always reach out. We used to do like a food business masterclass. I think we did it um, 2 years ago, but again, there's been a lot lately. But something that I'm very passionate about. I'm hoping we'll be able to do more again to try as much as possible to close this gap, to make sure that there's the bridge in knowledge gap. People know what to do and how to go about it. Also, make sure that you invest in knowledge, invest in personal development is important. Find communities that will help you thrive, that will support your growth. Seek for knowledge. I mean, the Quran also encourages us to seek for knowledge. Please seek for knowledge. You would always, always be better for it. Jazakumullah khairan to MST Tribe for the opportunity to share this. I hope this has been useful, and I hope that you will find it useful and Allah will make it beneficial. If you're watching this later as well, thank you so much. If you're watching it now, thank you. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me know if you have any question for me. So I don't have access to the chat box. It'll be nice. Oh, Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you. Yes, yeah. Yes, it's important. It's important. It's important. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. There are no questions, but I've learned quite a lot myself. And I salute you for what you're doing with Moderate Foods. I admire it. And I ask Allah to continue to make it easy and take
Um,
you places that you do not even envision for yourself. Barakallahu
um,
fikum.
um,
Thank you for joining us.
um,
That's how I got.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.